Welcome to Liminal Journeys. I'm your host, Easton Sanders. Imagine a world that exists just beyond the edge of our reality. A world where the impossible is possible and the extraordinary is ordinary. A place where the rules of logic and reason are bent and anything is possible. Join us as we explore the liminal spaces between reality and imagination, where the boundaries of what's possible are pushed to their limits. It happened suddenly and without warning. In an instant, half of humanity came to a halt, frozen in place as they experienced a vision unlike anything they had ever seen before. The vision was vivid and all-encompassing, filling their minds with images of a looming threat that could destroy all life as they knew it. As the vision continued, those who experienced it felt a sense of profound connection with each other, as if they were all part of a larger whole. They were transfixed by the vision, unable to move or speak as they tried to process the enormity of what they were seeing. For those who experienced the vision, it was a life-changing event. It was as if they had been touched by something beyond their comprehension, something that opened their minds and connected them to the larger universe. As news of the vision spread, the world was thrown into chaos. The half of humanity that had not experienced the vision was bewildered and frightened by what they saw happening to their loved ones and neighbors. They watched in horror as people suddenly stopped moving and fell into a trance-like state, unable to communicate or respond to their surroundings. The impact of half of humanity experiencing the vision was profound and far-reaching, causing disruptions and uncertainty throughout the world. But it was also the beginning of a new era, one that would change the course of history. The vision was not a dream or a hallucination, but a message that was transmitted from another world. It was a message that would shake the very foundation of human understanding. It was simple but profound. The world was in danger, and humanity needed to act fast if it was going to survive. The vision was the same for everyone who received it. It was a message of unity, cooperation, and sacrifice. The message came with a warning that the time to act was limited, and the consequences of inaction would be catastrophic. At first, the world was in disbelief, but as more and more people came forward with their experiences, it became clear that something extraordinary was happening. The vision was not just a figment of people's imagination, but a real and tangible event. As news of the vision spread, people started hoarding supplies and preparing for the worst. Governments were caught off guard and struggled to respond to the sudden crisis. The world was divided, with some believing that the vision was a hoax, while others saw it as a divine message. Despite the chaos and confusion, a small group of people came together to try to make sense of the message. They were from all walks of life, representing different countries and cultures. They knew that the message was too important to ignore, and that humanity's survival depended on their collective action. They worked tirelessly to decode the message, and soon discovered that the vision was sent by an advanced, godlike alien civilization that had been monitoring the Earth for a long time. The strange beings had detected a catastrophic event that would threaten the entire planet. The message was a call to action. It was a plea for humanity to put aside their differences and to work together to save the world. The aliens had provided a blueprint for a device that would neutralize the impending catastrophe. But it required the cooperation of all nations, and the sacrifice of a large portion of the world's resources. The small group of people that decoded the message presented their findings to world leaders. At first, there was resistance and skepticism, with many questioning why only certain people received the message and not everyone. They explained that aspect was not entirely clear, as it was part of the mysterious nature of the vision itself. The mysterious beings that sent the message may have had specific reasons for only sending the message to particular groups of people. It's possible the beings chose to send the message based on some sort of criteria, such as certain genetic or spiritual markers, or perhaps they wanted to see how humanity would respond if only a portion of the population was aware of the impending danger. Another possibility is that the vision was not meant to be received by everyone, but rather only those that were ready to receive it. Perhaps the entities, with their godlike wisdom, knew that only certain individuals or groups would be able to understand and act on the message. Others would dismiss it as a hoax or a delusion, which would cause further risk to mission success. Regardless of the reason, the fact that only half of humanity received the message added an element of uncertainty and tension to the situation. The world was forced to grapple with the reality that only a portion of the population had the knowledge and resources to avert a catastrophic event, which only added to the complexity and urgency of the situation. As the evidence piled up, the leaders realized the gravity of the situation. They knew that they had to act fast if they were going to save the world. Officials called for an emergency summit where they discussed the vision and the implications of the message. They decided to pool their resources and work together to build the device that the aliens had described. They knew that it would require sacrifices, but they also knew that the cost of inaction would be far greater. The device took years to build, but finally it was ready. The device was launched into space, and it worked exactly as the beings had described. The catastrophe was averted, and the world was saved. After the crisis was averted, humanity waited in anticipation for any further communication from the advanced alien civilization. However, the world heard nothing for a long time. After several more years had passed, a new message arrived. The message was broadcasted all over the world, and it was addressed to all of humanity, not just the half that had received the original vision. The message was a congratulatory one, thanking humanity for working together to avert the disaster, and congratulating them on their resilience and unity in the face of a crisis. The aliens praised humanity's ability to come together to overcome such a difficult challenge, and expressed their admiration for the people of Earth. The message also contained a warning, urging humanity to continue to work together and to preserve the unity that they had shown during the crisis. The aliens emphasized that the universe was a vast and complex place, full of both wonders and danger. They warned that there would be other challenges to come, and humanity needed to be prepared for them. Finally, the aliens offered to share their knowledge and technology with humanity so that they could continue to progress and evolve. They invited representatives of all nations to visit their world and learn from them, hoping that humanity could benefit from the knowledge and experience of a more advanced civilization. The message from the aliens left humanity in awe and wonder. It was a reminder that they're not alone in this universe, and that there are other civilizations out there willing to help and guide them. It also gave humanity hope for the future, as they realized that they had the potential to achieve great things and to overcome even the most daunting challenges. The original vision had brought the world to the brink of chaos, but it also brought people together. It had shown that when faced with a common threat, humanity was capable of extraordinary things. The world emerged a more united and resilient place. If you enjoyed today's story, please consider rating and reviewing the show, and share it with your friends. If you have any feedback or suggestions for future episodes, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. You can find our email in the description. Also, check us out on Twitter. Until next time, I'm Easton Sanders, and this is Liminal Journeys.